Welcome back. So now we are going to do problems from WebWork on section 1.4, tangents and velocity. Problem 1. All right. It says the point P428 lies on this curve. If Q is the point x squared plus x plus 8, so that's your curve, you see. Y coordinate is this expression in x coordinate. So y coordinate is this expression in x coordinate. Find the slope of the secant line. So for various values of x, when x is 4, you plug in x equals 4 and it seems you get 28. That's what they are telling us. But when you get x equals 4.1, well, we have to plug it in for the expression for y and you will get the point Q, 4.1 and this expression. Once you have point Q, you can find the slope from P to Q. So you want to find that slope. Okay. So what is slope formula? Let me remind you. If you have 2 points, slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Another way, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So the point is, if you start with y2 first for the numerator, you must start with x2 first in the denominator. If you start with y1 first in the numerator, then you must start with x1 in there. Then you have equality. Okay. So anyhow, so how do I find the 2 points? First, I am told one point is P equals 4, 28. All right. So what happens when the first case is x is 4.1? All right. So in which case, what is Q? To find Q, you want to find its y. So y will be, plugging it in the expression, I get 4.1 power 2 plus 4.1 plus 8. So those are my x and y coordinates. So I'm not even calculating it. I'm just writing it as it is. 4.1 comma this expression. Okay. So notice one advantage of WebWork is that I don't have to calculate anything. Right? I just write down these expressions and then play with it. So how do I find the slope from P to Q? Well, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. In other words, I have, for the slope, I have a numerator divided by denominator. So first figure out numerator and denominator, write them in parentheses. Well, what is the denominator? x2 minus x1. So 4.1 minus 4. So that I can write it down. All right. Now worry about numerator. Numerator is y2. That is all of this minus 4. All right. So all of this, let me write it down, make a whole bunch of space for the numerator. I will say 4.1 power 2 plus 4.1 plus 8. That is my second y coordinate minus 28. Okay. So guys, it's important that you don't approximate yourself. The thing is, WebWork will find its approximation, your calculator will find some other approximation. They may not agree, even though you may have done all the work correctly. So better not to find an approximation yourself. Let WebWork find an approximation for you by simply writing down the expression you have. Expression. Okay, don't find an approximation yourself. Because I'm allowed infinitely many resubmissions, let me check whether this works. Yes, it works. Okay, so it did this and it calculated. All right, make sure the expression looks exactly as you want. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So good. Now all I have to do in the next examples, I have to simply cut and paste this and replace 4.1 by 4.01 and so on and so forth. Is that simple? I will copy and paste. Wherever I see 4.1 here, I will replace it by 4.01. So 4.01, 4.01, 4.01. Likewise, in the next case, so my x is 3.9. So let me copy and paste. Instead of 4.1, I have 3.9. I have 3.9. I have 3.9. Make sure you don't erase any parentheses accidentally. The next one is 3.99 x value. So I have 3.99. I have 3.99. I have 3.99. Okay, now I will need to plug it in to see what values I get here, because I want to guess the slope of tangent line. So let's see what slopes the secant lines lead up to. Okay, so it's looking better. So first expression 9, they're all correct. So looks like 8.99. This is 8.9. This is 8.99. That is 9.1, 9.01. It's possible I am leading towards 9.0. Okay, let's check. That's correct. Okay, so next problem, next video. Okay, until then.